What up, pumpkin pie virgin gang? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Hey, check out what I found in the wild right here. Look, Dunkaroos, everyone's favorite 90s snack. They think they remember a lot more than they actually do. It was right by the Pokemon TCG and a little snack area right by it at Walmart. We had a ton of them where I live. If you want to send me a little bit of money, I can maybe plug some of these for you a little bit since you want to get your 90s fix or anything like that. They're not that good though. They had a ton of them, like an actual ton of them right over there. No one wants to eat these. There's much better snacks out there. Hot take from Opossum. Anyway, the Pokemon TCG drama pool has been a little bit dry lately. Not really a ton's been going on. Logan Paul's been off wearing WWE costumes and pretending to fight people. No big deal. Making that big cash money. Do your thing, big dog. He'll be back, though. He'll fucking be back. You just watch. He's going to come back. He's going to do some crazy stuff in Pokemon. Anyway, one of my guilty pleasures to do in the meantime that I actually look at is I look at error cards. It's something that has never really made sense to me. The whole objective of Pokemon collectors and investors is to get the perfect card. You know, get the perfect 10. A BGS 10, a PSA 10, unless it's an error. Unless a factory machine fucked it up or something like that. Or unless there's a letter in there where the word doesn't even spell the right thing anymore. Then it's super valuable. Then it's the best thing that ever happened because it's limited. While any other time they're going for stuff, it's got to be the perfect card. That's just how I feel. I'm not paying you extra for an error card. That's a card that is not perfect. That's something that's my personal take. If you like collecting error cards, don't let me stop you. More power to you. But I always find something goofy. But I found a really dumb fucking one today that I think everybody can kind of agree is really stupid. Umbreon Vmax, the pole chase card from ye old Eevee's Heroes in Japanese, right? It's a very expensive card. If you get in a PSA 10, you can sell it for a good little bit. Well, I found a PSA 10. Not just any PSA 10 Japanese Umbreon Vmax Alt-Art, though. That's a big mouthful of words to say. Right here, we got one where it is a Umbreon VMAX Hyper Rare Secret Rare Eevee's Heroes Alt Art Japanese PSA 10 Language Error Gem Mint. So what that means, if you actually check up at the very top, look at that nice little logo for PSA. They have this down as a Chinese card. This is actually a Japanese card. There's nothing wrong with the card otherwise. And this homie right here, this fantastic man, this specimen, excuse me, I don't know who they are, but this person right here is charging $35,000 for the sake of this card because it is an error. Now, let me explain once again. There is nothing wrong with the card. It is just a regular Japanese Umbreon VMAX. Perfectly fine. It's got a PSA 10. It's a perfect Japanese card, right? Someone at PSA wasn't doing their job. They didn't go into Google Translate and didn't find the right language. And they were like, oh, this must be a Japanese or, excuse me, must be a Chinese card. They should have said it was a Japanese card. And they said, fuck it. They hit their cheesy fingers right on the Chinese block right there instead of clicking Japanese for language and said, there you go, right there. There's nothing wrong with this card. Literally, PSA just wasn't doing their job. And homie right here, I think this card can roughly sell for like $1,500. Homie is like, now, nah, fuck it. $35,000. That seems fair. That's what's... that's the price I'm going to charge you for this card right here. This is kind of an extreme. When questioned about this, someone actually messaged this person. I want to show you what the fuck they had to say. They had a really good thing to say. So the homie that was asking about, the homie actually replied back and was like, hey, just curious if you actually believe a PSA label error makes your card 2,000% over market value. What kind of logic is that? In which case, this guy replies, it is fucking fantastic. Sorry, the words right here. Let me get real close. Let me get my old man eyes on it. I think it makes it more valuable. There's none like it. There is no logic behind the price I've set. Anyone can set an offer even under the current market value. If it's possible, I'd accept an offer. If someone is willing to buy it for more, then great. And if not, that's okay too because I like the card and definitely do not mind holding on to it. Yeah, that's why you have it listed up right now. That's why you have the card listed. I've never understood that either. People are like, I wouldn't mind holding this card, but they throw it up for like a high price just seeing what people will buy. They're baiting the market. They're trying to see if they can get some sucker to throw out a line and just bring that fucking I've never understood this. Like, if you like the card, hold the card. Like, for example, I mean, I've got some cards right here too. Check this out right here. It's Sightseer right here. I love this card. I could sell this for a boatload of money. It's a CGC 9. It's not the most perfect card out there, but I love this card. You could still sell that. Look at something else I picked up earlier, right? I picked this up from a community member right here. Got a Tornadus from Black and White 1. It's a super good card. It's a nice full art, 7.5, whatever, cool. I care more about the card than the grade typically. And of course, shiny Charizard right here, the GX, the big man himself. I like some Charizard cards too. Check this fucker out right here. Super cool. And 8.5, some people be like, oh, it's not a 10. It's more about the card. Just, people will sell cards for whatever, man. If they want to hold on to the card, they'll hold on to the card. Great question, though. Have a good day. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Fucking $35,000. While we're at it, we can just call anything air. So say like right here, these Dunkaroos, say they were Dangaroos. Say like somebody accidentally put dang instead of dunk, as in like dang, I should have got a better fucking snack. Well, it's $2. Now it's fucking $200 because there's only one Dangaroo out there. What kind of logical sense does that make? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And honestly, error cards to me should not be personally worth a whole lot more, because the normal objective for people to collect cards is to find the perfect card, not a card that's errorless. Now, there are some cool error cards. I'm not going to say that they don't exist or anything like that. And there are some. It's just something that I've never understood. Looking at dumbass error things like this where a regular Umbreon, there's nothing wrong with the card. Just 35,000, my guy. Send me 35,000 right there because PSA was sleeping on the job. They just were like, oh, the symbols look the same to me. And then clicked on it because they just didn't know what else to do. I don't know. Just, that doesn't seem like a good raise for me. Like, what? There's no another like it. PSA fucked up. Send it back and be like, this is Japanese, my guy. There's literally nothing wrong with the card. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments below. I thought this was fucking goofy. It's some dumb goober stuff. Y'all have a great one. I'm serious. I could be your plug. They had a lot of them there. A lot. Everyone's favorite 90s snack that sucks ass.